Yo guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're going to be terraforming my B&M Invert. Now this is part 3 of building B&M Invert, and this episode is going to be a good one. So without further ado, let's get into a time lapse. So the first thing you're going to see me do in this time lapse is going to be laying out some rocks. Now the reason I do this is so I know what the terrain levels are and how and where I'm going to put the terrain. Very useful in my opinion, and I do it quite a lot in this series. Well, this episode I meant, but yeah, I recommend it, very useful, and I use it a lot, so it's good. Yeah. Okay, so my thought process for rocks were basically so very tall coaster, but it does a lot of interacting with the rocks, like so it goes down, like when it's at the bottom of a valley or drop or whatever you call them, it like goes into the rocks, and yeah, I think it's very cool and it interacts a lot, which I kind of go for Nemesis, like it can't, let's say that again, it reminds you of Nemesis, but like 100 foot tall. That's what I was kind of go for. But yeah, I pretty like it, and I think it looks really cool at the end result, which you will see in a bit. start to make a huge hole in the ground around where the rad sits. Now, I did originally say I was going to make an Egyptian theme with desert and sand and stuff, but I kind of went like a lot away from that, considering it's like next to ocean now. And yeah, that's what the big hole is going to be. It's supposed to be a big ocean that the rad sits on, like, let's say for example a big one, but kind of not. It's different, but yeah, you'll see what I mean like later on once it's getting to be done. But yeah, I like it so far, and you should too, because it looks good. Now, I just talked over a bit where I just started terraforming about the landscaping and stuff like that, but the terrain bit that you can see now is like a good example of how I use the rock layouts as a direction to do the terrain. This bit is like the most thing that I've spent most time on, because I don't know, but it's the best looking bit, and I really like this helix because it's like a helix that you don't see anything apart from the ocean when you go around, but it looks pretty cool on ride, but you can't see that to the end result. Haha, unlucky for you. But I went quite far away from the Egyptian theme to like desert stuff like that. Like, it's very bushy and foresty and stuff like that. This is why I was saying it kind of reminds me of Nemesis for 100 foot of the air. That's what I was going to go for, but it does get a lot bushy in some places, and then some places don't have that many bushes, but it's still a lot of grass and stuff, which you'll see soon. Now this flat ride that I did just put down is a flat ride from Workshop, which you can download. It's from Blue Jay and it's a SNS Scream and Swing, I think it is. But they're very cool and it does work, but I didn't really make it work because it's not the best of sequences, no offense Blue Jay. But yeah, I really like it, looks really good and it works how it is because it kind of swings over a path. Well, it does swing over a path and it's a lot smaller than the in-game one, so it's a lot better. Like it's more of the size of Vortex, not one of the huge ones. Now we are coming to the end of the time lapse now, which is a shame because I like this time lapse because it looked very satisfying watching the terrain like build up and stuff. But if you enjoyed this one, make sure you like and subscribe because it helps out a ton. The last two videos have like blown in popularity, so I try to get these ones out as quick as possible because since you guys seem to really like them. But yeah, the next episode will be about doing buildings and fences and terrain and stuff. I think the last episode will be doing the station and queue line because them bits I'm absolutely dreading since I have no idea where the queue line is gonna go. But yeah, I hope you like this one and I will see you for now. Goodbye.